Hello there, you guys. Crystal here. Welcome back for day 46 of Cozy Grove. We have our upgraded tent. I forgot actually about that. Look at that. I just noticed the little, like, cobblestone around Flamey. You're looking good, dude. You're looking good. Let's see what we have to do today. We have to help Valentina to get the town deed for Clyde. I have a suspicion she's not gonna give that up unless it's like the very end of her storyline. I've kind of felt like that for a while now. We're not talking about this one. We're not talking about it. We do not perceive. We have to help Lee get the wheel for Captain, or we have to help Lee to get the wheel. That could be today. That could be today, because as you can see, we have cleared through a lot of long-standing quests. So you know what? Let's go around, I guess counterclockwise. I had to think about that a little bit too hard. And just kind of see how everyone's doing. I hate missing people, but at the same time, I haven't been used to talking to a lot of these guys because we've been sitting on these quests for so long. Shoes on the other foot now. This time, I got something exciting for you. Oh, gimme. This one's valuable. It hurts my soul to even think of parting with it. You're gonna need to bring me an awful lot before I can hand it over. What am I missing? 1 of 9. Any uncommon or better decoration except fences. Let me see what I can do about that, because I have some stuff that, like, I don't really need. Although, actually, yeah, I guess it's stuff that's in my inventory right now, huh? So like this, for example. This is rare. Okay, there we go. There's just little things where it's like, do I really need this here, you know? No, I like that. I will get rid of this. It is cute, but I don't know if it goes with the theme. I'm gonna get rid of this because it reminds me of winter. Oh, that's common. Never mind that. Common. Let's see. I like too much of my stuff. I like too much of my stuff. Look, dog cart. Uncommon. Okay. I wonder if there's anything I can buy. I could probably craft stuff too. That's the thing. I'm just lazy. But yeah, I hope you have all been doing really well. I've been... Ooh. Is that another one of those amber things? Feather and amber. I feel like we got one of these already, or was it a leaf? Either way, it's very, very warm here, but I am very happy to be recording this again, and I have a whole heck of a lot of time over the next, like, week, so hopefully we'll get a whole lot more episodes out. Of course, you guys probably won't see them on the same day as recording, but you'll see them soon. Okay, so I think we can buy all these for him. I don't really want that, so... And, precious gems is what we need. I think we can talk to you about that. Semi-precious, precious. Okay. Yeah. How many? I think I needed, like, what, 5? Did it say how many I had? Owned 1. Okay, so craft multiple. Make 4 more. Thank you. Hopefully I didn't misread it. And it wasn't just for semi-precious. Knowing me, I probably did. Yeah, there we go. Gimme. Okay, how close are we? We're 2 away. 2 away. Let's go see. So it said not fences, so fair enough. Oh, it even lets me know. Okay. Okay, we're not touching that deer essence. I don't want to touch the hardwood either. Yeah, you know what? This? Absolutely. Craft multiple. Let's make 2 of those. I don't think he cares about duplicates. Yay! Okay. Lee if you give me this wheel for Captain, I will forever love you, even though I already love you. But I will love you even more. Poor Captain has been waiting for like a month. Can I just like select all? Like there you go. Ooh, look at all this. I've hit the mother load this time. I mean, thank you kindly for bringing me these much needed provisions. I can't wait to get these items into my stacks, but first, a deal's a deal. Here, take this before I lose my nerve. There, huh? See? I can part with stuff. Just please don't make me do it again. Wheel, 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 wheel. Wheel does not sound like a word anymore. Okay, so I know we said we were going counterclockwise, but poor Captain has been waiting forever for this. He has been waiting so gosh darn long. Let's go hand it to him. Let's go see how he reacts. Hey, bud. There it is, the ferry's wheel. For weeks, the boat had seemed empty. Empty going, empty returning. No one cared to visit Cozy Grove in those days. That night, I'd had too much grog, that's for sure. I looked for the island and I couldn't find it. I'm not lost, I shouted. The island is lost. And then there they were, familiar rocks rising out of the waves. Too close, too fast. Oh, so that's how he, crashed the boat. Or the ferry. Spun that wheel around and around and around. The boat lurched. No direction, a pointless blubbering thing at the mercy of the tides. Much like me. Alrighty, so that does explain the, this. You know, that behind him. Okay, let me just make sure I grab everything. Now this, I actually do have stones for. Oh, okay, good. I was about to start complaining. I'm glad you didn't make me. Okay, so Captain, I can't believe we have had so many quests for so long. Look at us go, look at us go. That's the best thing about this game though, is that satisfaction of getting those long quests done. Okay, where is this one? There you are. That's gonna be off. Yeah, I can see that one coming. Okay, one more time. Yeah, nice. Ooh, we got like an imp essence with that one too. Awesome. Okay, so that was Lee and Captain sorted for the day. Let's go see. We can't talk to Clyde because he's waiting on that town deed. But we can go see Ted and see how he's doing. Knowing him, I think I know what he wants, unless he's gonna pull a fast one. The imp stole a rock from me. I'll help you get it back. It's a big red one. The rock, not the imps, but maybe the imps too. I think I spotted one near a skull tied to a stake. One of the imps has it. Okay, so we'll keep an eye out for that one as we go along. Usually those are pretty straightforward. Right, I forgot that we finished you. Finished you, that sounds dark, but like, you know what I mean. Alright, well, we'll leave you be for now. Ruin, you doing good? How goes the paranormal investigation, Spirit Scout? Are you going to try to tell me that I'm the real ghost again? Not just you, all the bears of Cozy Grove. Well, to be honest, I'm starting to think you've been right all along. It would explain a lot, like why my memory's so full of gaps. And the whole legless, transparent floating thing. So, this means I must have unfinished business of some kind, right? I mean, yeah, so far it has been the case. Unfortunately, I still have no idea what mine would be. Something happened the other day. It made things cleaner. Or clearer, sorry. Cleaner. I was reburying that ancient symbol you brought me. All of a sudden it hit me. I remembered why I first came to this island. My life had fallen to pieces. My spouse had left me. I was sick of my job. And everything I heard on the TV was sounding scarier and scarier. I thought, if I'm gonna survive the coming years, I have to get away. So I sold everything I owned and moved here. I drilled my own well, poured the foundation, put up the walls, and installed the solar panels. I wanted to be sure that I could survive whatever catastrophe was coming. But I must not have survived it, I guess. I wonder what got me in the end. Chemicals in the groundwater, microwaves. We'll figure it out together. Listen, I want to thank you for hearing me out and helping me. A lot of bears just laugh at me. They did that a lot when I was alive, and they still do it now. But I know I'm not crazy or stupid. See, I still get headaches, even though my physical brain must be 6 feet underground. Which means something unusual is messing with my head. If that doesn't sound like a secret global conspiracy, I don't know what does. What if that's what killed him? Like some sort of like brain, like aneurysm or something? Man, ugh, these stories. They make me sad. Okay, so that is Bruin. He just kind of wanted to talk today. Arjun, hey baby. You're almost done, I think. It's another beautiful day, isn't it, kid? You know, I never asked. Are you even okay with me calling you that? Sure you can call me kid. Keep that in mind, or at least I promise I'll try to. It'll be tricky because I have a new project. Forgetting. What? Now calm down. There's no need to get all dramatic. It's not as though I'm forgetting it all right away. Ghosts linger a while, you know. Toward the end of my life, I forgot nearly everything. Where I was, who I was talking to, my own children's names. I remembered my Lily, but even my memory of her became fuzzy. Once I even called a stranger by her name. That woman looked devastated, like I had crushed her heart in my hands. I think I realize why now. That stranger must have been my own daughter. Can you imagine, after what I put her through, to not even recognize her at the end? She wouldn't hold that against you. I'd like to believe that, but I wouldn't blame her if she did. Losing Lily was hard, but I doubt I could have done more to save her. I didn't have to lose my children, on the other hand. They tried to reconcile with me, and I wouldn't meet them halfway. I was too proud, too stubborn. Those are the kind of regrets I'd rather live without. So I'm not holding my memories close anymore. If they float off, I'll gladly watch them go. Yep, it's a beautiful day to forget. Oh! Oh, he's done! Oh, Arjun, oh. I really liked him. I liked the whole, you know, memory blanks and the photography thing. Oh, that's our third one. You guys gotta stop going so quickly, sweethearts. Can I have a hug? What are you kids into nowadays anyway? Sea shanties? That can't be right. Hug? There we go. That's what I needed. Poor sweetheart. Okay. Well, there's another one. I don't want to say, like, gone and down sounds bad, but, like, technically their stories are done as far as I understand. Thinking about Francesca, I felt such sadness pass over me. It's okay to feel sad. I suppose that's true. We can't help how we feel after all. Francesca was always so independent from me. After her father walked out, she eventually left home to live closer to him. All children need to leave their mothers eventually, but there's such a thing as being too independent, don't you think? I'll prove my point. Have you met a bear named Octavia Covens? The surfer bear? That's Octavia. You'll never find her far from the beach. You know how stubborn she can be, like my Francesca in some ways. Bring me something of Octavia, something simple like a shell. I apparently have been holding it for a while. Here you go. What a wonderful shell! Exactly what I was looking for. Now witness the simple magic of gardening. Time and care. Let's see what grows. Okay, I guess that's gonna be something for tomorrow. Or I'm assuming tomorrow. It seems like she seems to work the next day. Oh. Oh, yep, there they go. Go, and we got a unique bathtub, or unique antique. I can read, I swear. I also just drop that. I blame the fact that I was playing with a Switch controller earlier today, and X is in a different spot. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. How about you guys? I think I have one of those for you. I do not. Okay. Oh, there is some glitching going. I have one of those at least. Here you go. I'll make sure to get you guys all fed here in a bit. Ooh. Chewy, Echo. I like the weird names. Give me the weird ones. Cool girl. No. Feather. I feel like we already have a Featherhead third, don't we? Belcher. Done. That's you. I need to fix those two. They're kind of... I think they're a bit closer than they should be. Oh, there you go. So they kind of sort themselves out. It's just in a certain area, it looks like. Ooh, another map piece. Those are fun. How many do I have now? 5. I think we need 8. Okay, so this is stuff we gotta do later. I think that one's looking for like a candy bowl from the looks of it. Medicinal tonic. Okay, we still haven't found the the imp who stole Ted's rock. Hopefully we find them soon. We don't need to see Patrice. I mean, you know, we can, but it's not necessary anymore. So I think all that's left is Valentina and Jeremy. It's becoming clear to me this has all happened to me before. The obsession with the perfect town, the spending, losing control of the town. I can't remember how it ended for me, but I know this. I need to find a way to let go. I need to find the key to my happiness. Motorcycle key, there you go. I already had that too. I think we got that one very recently, didn't we? At least I saw it recently. So this is the key. Key to my motorcycle. I remember sitting on a pile of debt boxed in on every side, fielding calls from angry constituents as the town was sold out from under them. It was awful, endlessly awful. But then one day I saw her sitting out in front of a dusty garage with a very reasonable price tag. I knew almost immediately that she and I belonged together. My ride, my wolfsbane. Okay, I have a feeling we're getting very close to getting that town deed. Like I said, I think it might be the last or like the second last thing we ever get from the mayor. Oh, I also found our imp. And you know that I'm looking at you. There we go, there's Ted's rock. Okay, so let's go see Jeremy. Oh, and Francesca, whoopsies. Sorry, sweetheart. And then we'll go around back to Ted. Hi, little fauna. I've been letting my thoughts wander with the bird song, and they finally wandered back to that statue you brought me. There's one more thing I'd like you to find. Something I lost when that statue burned. You'll know it when you see it, I think. Bear skull, go exploring, look by crystal rocks. Oh, perfect, that's where I was going anyway. Also, that's real dark. Hey, Jeremy. Surprised, Arjun and Baker Bear were done before Jeremy, because Jeremy's been here pretty much since day 1, I believe. Baker buddy, I'm starting to wonder if my ghostly business will ever be done. Will I stay on this island light as air and glowing electric blue until the world ends? There are worse things, I suppose. But maybe we missed something in our search and destroy mission. I have a feeling there's one more birdhouse left out there. Could you bring it to me? I promise I won't break it this time. By a crow's nest. Okay, that's really close by. The game is being very nice to me today. Oh, that's a shell. Oh, I see it. There it is. It's just really, like, everything's getting finished, things are wrapping up, and if they have, like, if they give me anything to search for, it's near a location I'm already at or I'm already heading to. I guess I built this birdhouse quite late in life. See there, that metal heart set into the wood? That heart has an H etched into it, and a little J besides. We worked on this birdhouse together, Harold and I. I think he'd want me to keep it. Uh-oh. Oh no! 2 in one day? Oh god. Alright, well there's Jeremy. There's Jeremy done. Some of these stories feel very wrapped up. I would almost argue that like Arjun feels very wrapped up. And then there's others where it just kind of feels like it's just they're done. They're ready, you know? And I guess that's, you know, it makes sense. That's just kind of how life is. Okay, so let's go hand this rock to Ted. Oh, Charlotte, heck right. Sorry, girl, hi. Can I help you? Hi there, Scout. You know, I was thinking, this place is so special, so cozy. What does that word mean? I suppose if you had a lot of time on your hands, you could write a big philosophical essay on what cozy means. But I wonder if a photograph would capture the essence of it better. You want to give it a try? Oh, side quest. Wicker. Oh, thank God you actually gave me stuff. Oh, thank you so very much. Wicker, there, and there. And the Cozy Grove sign. Okay, I will do that for you in a second. I will do that for you in just a second. Hey, Ted. Here you go. You found it. Show me. Recognize any of these? Not that one either. That's it. That's my rock. This is sandstone. It's made from mostly quartz and feldspar. You can see the layers where the sediment has built up over millions of years. I love rocks. They make everything else feel temporary. The imps always bother me and steal from my collection. They cause trouble for me too. I'm used to it. Well, bye. Yep. That's Ted for you. At least he seems happy enough today. Okay, so we are looking for a skull. It's apparently in this area. It's a bit icky. But, you know, sometimes that's just how it be. It's probably out in the open and I'm just missing it. Am I? Oh, there it is. Okay, that one done. Let's go hand this in. See what she has to say about it. Well, Fauna, that's me. Before I joined the forest, that bit of bone contained the boundless imagination of Francesca Duclaw. I grew up watching my father carve. I practically lived in his workshop. To keep me from getting underfoot, he set me up from a young age with a stack of books. I knew Dad was gifted. Everyone in Cozy Grove knew it. He was a local treasure. But as I grew older, I wondered, why did he limit himself? He only carved a bear bust, grizzly mothers and elders and cubs every time. The books I read seemed so varied and ambitious by comparison. They were great works, profound, lasting. So when I took up my own carving knife, I decided whatever I made would be important. I practiced and practiced. I filled the house with my art. But the things I made never met my own high standards. I refused to sell them. When Dad died, he left the cabin to us. We had enough to live on out in the woods. I kept carving grandiose scenes and intricate stories. I poured everything into them, but they were never quite good enough, never quite done. Do you want to know what happened on that fateful day? You can tell me. I was napping outside when I smelled smoke. Must have been lunch, salmon left in the frying pan, burner left on. Something pointless like that. Many of my sculptures were delicate. Gentle wave crests under match-thin ships, feathers on angel wings. I bet they got the fire burning quick. Between my dad and I, 80 years of work was lost that day. Not to mention the trees. The old woods that had sustained us provided for us. I wasn't thinking about the forest in that moment, though. I wasn't thinking about any of my sculptures either when I decided to go back inside. I was thinking about one face that Dad had carved years ago. I knew with complete conviction that it needed to survive. I did manage to save that bust. It's because of me a bit of us will live on. Okay, I was gonna say, if that's her done too, I will be very sad. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, let's go do the thing for Charlotte. It kind of feels almost like, we had, you know... Sorry, I have no idea where I'm putting these. We had a couple things that were, like, very stuck that we need to get done. And now that we've finished them, everything is starting to flow normally again, if that makes sense. Okay, storage. Put away whatever I can. Oh, sorry, sneezes. You won't hear that in the recording because I can mute myself, but I'll still say sorry for the sudden pause, because knowing me, I'll forget to edit it out. Oh, I had the camera on me, whoopsies. Oh, more sneezes. Okay. I already had it on me. I didn't even know that. Three items individually placed, 7 decorations. I think this should work. Oh, wonderful. Look at the composition. You've gone above the call of duty and produced some bona fide art, Scout. Feels wrong to accept this without giving you something in return. Here, take this. Sears Farmhouse Delights. Alright, well, there's Charlotte handled. And I think that's actually everyone. Put away this. And we have to learn that. A small treasure. What is that? Weird. We also have 9 logs to give to Flamey here. Now, I don't know how many he needs, so let's see. Oh, we're so close. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This zoom in and out is not good. 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 more. 2 more. Okay. Perfect. Well, guys, I think this is where we have to wrap up then for today. We got through, and it sounds bad to say that, but we finished essentially 2 bear stories today, which is awesome. The only things we have left at the moment that are ongoing is the town deed, which I think we are getting very close to, and the thing that we do not talk about at all. I'm gonna work on our off-stream stuff, or off-camera stuff, I should say. I'm gonna make sure all the deer and the animals are fed. I'll make sure all the collecting and the storage stuff is done, and the harvesting, of course. So, thank you all so very much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all next time.